Okay then, so welcome everyone. This is our strength and conditioning for running presentation. So along with your S&C session once a week, either on that Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, I do a little, 10-15 minute presentation to help you understand why strength and conditioning, particularly strength, is important for runners and endurance athletes. Growing now within today's climate, within sport and exercise science, the importance of training, strength-based training for runners and endurance guys is so prevalent, and you're not going to see anyone competing at a really high level without having this aspect as a big part of their training plan throughout the week. So let's just get into it. So thoughts on strength training, okay? A lot of runners typically think that this individual here is what strength training will make you look like. Okay, this to them is strength. We need to kind of try and dispel that myth. Okay, that there is a myth. That's not what strength training typically looks like. Okay, here are some common misconceptions. So training with weights will bulk me up and I'll be too heavy to run. Only cardiovascular training will improve my running. Strength is not as important as endurance, and I only need to move my body weight. Why would I train with extra load? These here are common misconceptions I get a lot from endurance guys and runners when we approach that conversation about strength training. Okay, so let's just try and go through this PowerPoint, and this is going to kind of highlight to you why these are myths and why these aren't worries that you need to have. Okay, so how can strength training increase running performance? Running economy. Running economy is the metabolic cost to cover a given distance at a constant velocity. Okay, running economy is a really, really important metric for runners. Okay, it determines a strong indicator of performance compared to VO2 max. Okay, so comparing it to VO2 max, it has been shown that the actual score you get from your running economy correlates better with increased performance. Okay, it's determined by physiological metrics, anthropometric data, biomechanics, and the environment you train in, obviously, because you're running economy on road compared to track, compared to grass, compared to mountains, or whatever you're training on, is going to have an impact. Okay, so one big indicator of why strength is important, strength training, it improves running economy, which is tenfold important for running. Next one, force. Okay, a runner's ability to produce force can directly impact performance. The more force you can put into the ground, the more you're going to get back up into your system, and the more you can use. Okay, reactive strength are one of the most important strength-based qualities for runners. Okay, that ability to kind of absorb and produce force has been shown to be really, really important for you guys. Okay, how quickly you can produce the greatest amount of force you can, and how you can resist fatigue is vital. Okay, so it's not just about producing force once. Whatever you do, 10k, 5k, 100k if you're Wycombe, whatever it is, you need to be able to produce force quickly. Okay, because that running action is quick. You need to produce the most amount of force you can quickly and repetitively, and try to resist fatigue. Okay, so that's where our economy comes in. Okay, if I can produce a lot of force but use the same amount of effort as I did before, I mean, great. If I can increase the amount of force you can produce, you're not working any harder, you're going to bite my hand off for that, because your running will become much easier. You'll feel like you're flowing through your motions much easier. And finally, max strength training has been shown to directly correlate with increased reactive strength. So again, there's just a straight fact from research, from evidence, saying that you increase your maximal strength, you're going to increase your reactive strength. Okay. Last one, strength and maximal strength. Elite endurance performance is only influenced by cardiopulmonary factors, is not only influence. That may be a misconception. You only think it's about your cardio system, but it is not just that determines how successful you are in your sport. Okay, reactive strength is integral quality for running all distances, no matter if you, like I said, doing short or long ones. It's really, really vital. Okay, you need to have sufficient muscular tendon stiffness and a stretch shortening cycle complex or function to absorb and utilize elastic energy during contact with the ground. Okay, so it's all about the transfer of energy from your body into the floor, back into your body to propel yourself forward. Okay, how well we can do that will affect our running economy, and the amount of force we can produce will play a role in that. The component of strength must be trained prior to the implementation of reactive strength. So we start with the strength base first, then we introduce our reactive nature of it. So how can strength training increase running performance? Strength training can promote a vast array of neuromuscular benefits that can improve running economy. Okay, force production and increase running velocity. when you're new to kind of strength-based training, you are going to get a lot of neuromuscular adaptations. That's going to be the main benefits you see will be neuromuscular, okay? Things like intramuscular and intermuscular coordination improved. You'll see that over the first few weeks. You'll understand how your body moves better. You'll be able to control it a bit more. Motor unit recruitment and synchronization. So it's recruit the right muscle fibers. That's you recruit the right amount. Let's drive those signals through to those muscles that we want. Increased stiffness, like I just touched on about the reactive strength, really important. Rate coding, again, rate coding is a firing system, how we neurally recruit muscle fibers, and neural inhibition. Okay, these are all metrics that strength training is going to improve, and you will see this early on. Your early increases in your strength weight will be predominantly from these aspects. Okay, further strength training benefits. Okay, this is Mo Farah. Look at him there. He's doing RDLs, probably looks like 70 kilos on there. Okay, he's a very strong lad. Okay, so strength training has been shown to improve 3K distance by 2.7% and 5K by 3.1. Okay, boom, 2.7% and 3.1%. These are big increases. Okay, improvements of economy of 4 to 8%, VO2 max of 1.2%, and maximal aerobic running velocity of 3% have all been seen after a block of strength training. Again, strength increases economy, VO2 max, and maximal aerobic velocity. 40 weeks of strength training, I know it's a long time, but 40 weeks for runners has been shown to significantly increase maximal strength by almost 20% and reactive strength by 15%. Okay, you train your component, you're going to get better at it. These strength benefits were reported with no significant changes to athletes' body composition. So at the start of the presentation, notice I had that misconception about increasing your weight. All these strength benefits have been seen without significant increases to athletes or runners' body composition. Okay, you're not going to put on a load of muscle. You're not going to put on a load of fat. Okay, there's so many other factors that will cause those adaptations. By doing the training we're going to be doing, you're going to be getting stronger without seeing these big increases in your body type. Okay, combining strength training and endurance training has interference effects. Okay, I touched on this a couple of times when I presented in person. So the interference effects, you can Google it if you want. I just threw it in a little bit. It's actually been shown that strength training and endurance training, the interference effect kind of plays with some cellular level that actually makes it really hard for people that train these components, make it really hard for you to put on a lot of weight. So that's again another reason why strength and endurance training, you're not going to get too bulky. Don't worry about it. Okay. If you want to read into further on that or ask me, send me a message or just give it a little Google and you can read about it. It's a fairly new research area, so yeah, just let me know if you want a further discussion on that. Like I said, body composition. Okay, you can relax. Over 40 weeks training program, there was no significant difference in body type or body composition within the control group and the strength group. Okay, so over here, this is our strength group, this is our control group. Okay, there are no significant increases in body composition. Okay, in fact, if anything, there's a slight reduction. Okay, in body mass, body fat, overall leanness, and lean leg. Okay, it is a myth. Okay, it won't happen. Okay, what does S&C for runners look like? Every single program I'll give you will have these four main aspects: core strength, hamstring strength, foot and ankle, and upper body strength. Okay, these are the main things that we can help you improve, where I'll look to help you improve your running performance. Okay, so each program you do, no matter how many blocks you stay with us, will have these aspects in. Okay, core strength. Okay, it helps you to produce more force. Force is transferred through your body using your core. You need to absorb force. It maintains equilibrium through the running cycle, and a weak core equals energy lost. Hamstring strength. Increasing the flexibility here will increase stride length, increase your running economy. Increased strength will increase force, increase your running economy. Strength throughout a full range of motion is really important, so you can produce force at every single stage of your cycle, and being fatigue resistant. Foot and ankle. Stability through base is vital. Needs to be fatigue resistance. Okay, because that's where a lot of contact's going to be going through. It produces force. You need to absorb force and you need to decrease ground contact time to help your efficiency. Also, strength training here is going to reduce your injury through that foot and ankle. The most common injury you guys will probably have are going to be to the ankle or to the knee. So strength training through here is going to be really, really vital. Finally, upper body. Why is upper body important? Again, it helps to produce force, it helps to transfer force and absorb force. Okay, it maintains equilibrium through the cycle. And weak core through that upper body section, energy loss, exactly the same as our core strength. Okay, Think of your body like a spring, okay? We need tension throughout your whole body to be able to produce a good running technique. Strength training and injury prevention. Okay, research has identified that a reduction in plantar flexion strength is associated with increased Achilles tendinopathy. So any Achilles pain, okay, it's been shown that increasing that strength through the plantar flexor, so that's pushing your foot down, will help to reduce this risk of pain in the overuse injury. Decreased muscular strength of the quadriceps and hamstrings is associated with an increased incidence of patellofemoral pain. So that's front of your knee pain. Again, strong quads, strong hamstrings will help to mitigate this risk of pain through there. It's also been shown that a reduction in hip adduction strength is common among individuals suffering patellofemoral pain, okay? Again, wrapping this slide up, increasing in strength, or increasing your strength through your quads, your hamstrings, down by your calf, it's only going to have positive effects for you in terms of injury prevention. It's going to make you less likely to get injured, okay? Reduced strength through hip adduction is also a strong indicator of lower extremity injury risk, okay? So hitting all these aspects will help us to keep running for longer. It can keep us on the track, keep us on the tarmac, keep us moving, okay? End of the day, no matter how old you are, you love your running, okay? If I can keep you on track running or on the road running for longer in your life, great. If I can increase your performance, if that's your goal, amazing. Okay, whatever your associated kind of goals are, we can help facilitate this with strength training. There we go. Please feel free to drop me a message at any point if you have anything to say. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you if you do come to training over the next couple of months. So yeah, see you then.